You ever wonder why people are the way that they are? You ever wonder why people think the way that they think? Well, here's an answer to your questions. This is The Sit Down.
Welcome to another episode of The Sit Down. I have here with me
Ose Le Pear.
All right, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Hey, staying mentally healthy. Yeah, definitely.
Already. Well, hey, I saw you yesterday, so definitely day 2 of this event, and I see you've been making your rounds, man. So how you been doing?
Well, definitely making sure that the energy stays contained, because it can get a little, when you trying to come up or whatever and trying to get your stuff out there, sometimes you can be a little anxious, just trying to make sure you can hit every booth and make sure that everybody gets to know who you are. And today definitely feels like it's a more chill day. A little less pressed, but at the same time, it's still pressing just to make sure that you push yourself out there.
Okay. So tell everybody about what's a little bit that you do in this industry.
Well, all right, in the industry, I'm an artist. First and foremost, art. Life is art, earth is art, so it's about creating everything. But really, the medium that I use is hip-hop, so I'm a hip-hop artist, first and foremost. And so, and everything goes from there, from production, singing, but really like making sure you stay in your lane at the same time. So hip-hop is definitely my hard line, yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, you definitely mentioned a lot of different titles, so I can see you wear a lot of different hats, man. And,
yeah.
And it, right?
Yeah.
And it, to me, it sounds like for someone to do as many things as you do, for the time that you've been doing it, you definitely have to be mentally tough to maintain that.
Oh, most definitely.
So speak a little bit about your experiences with mental health personally, if you will, and then a little bit of what you do to keep yourself mentally tough in this music industry.
Okay, all right, that's a lot to unpack right there. So first and foremost, I do appreciate, that everybody is working on mental health nowadays, because, when I first heard this topic, I thought it was a little bit of a joke, even hearing about like things like depression and things, you might think that it doesn't exist until it hits you. And so to stay mentally tough, especially when you wear as many hats as I do, you definitely got to make sure you get enough sleep. And I won't say enough sleep, just make sure that you feel rested, okay? Like, even if you have to take a couple power naps throughout the day, because you're working on a serious project, that's one thing is rest, right? And then eating right, I think that's something that's really big for me, making sure that, I am conscious of what I put into my body. I'm not really like making a ledger or whatever about what I eat all day, but definitely knowing that what I eat is gonna produce my energy, and that's just one of my God-given gifts, that I will eventually share, but as far as making sure that it's out there in a word form, making sure that my music properly reflects what I do, that is also important with mental health, because you can find yourself trying to chase the hamster wheel or chase the rat race or whatever, trying to, keep up with the Joneses in music or do whatever, but really like being authentic with yourself, So I had somebody tell me when I came in here, he wanted me to dress down because I'm killing the game with my swag or whatever. But I think that helped me stay mentally sane, honestly, keep my mental fortitude, because that's just one of the things that I do. I like to look good, you know what I mean? I like to make sure my music is good. I like to put good things into my body, whether it's food for my mind, to help with fruits of the spirit and all that type of good stuff,
Okay.
And being aware of things like that. And I think a good like mentors or things, people to look for who do these type of things,
So what do you think your health consciousness and your mental health consciousness that you spoke about, nutrition, how to keep your body well and how that connects to mental health. So where does that come from for you in your life?
Like I said, it's really a God-given gift. Like, it's been a natural thing. I have people in my family always tell me that I ate different, I was a picky eater and things like that. So that's my natural thing that I'm aware of. But as far as like making that connect over a broad range, over a broad spectrum, and like letting people know that that's what's up, that's the mentally draining part. And especially with my family, like doing it for myself is one thing, staying mentally strong for myself is one thing, but then you also have to have a support system, of mentally strong people as well, to be able to help your foundation. I think that's the most important thing, as well as like you doing it for yourself, making sure that people around you aren't draining your energy. Right. So if you can do all the good stuff you want to, putting it into your body, but then, you can have people who are essentially taking it right back out. Right. And so like I said, it comes naturally. Nobody in my family really does it, but and I'll say Dr. Sabi. Right. I know people can say what they want to about him, but just being conscious of people like that. Yeah.
Okay, man. Well, I definitely appreciate you sitting down. Do you got any projects coming up that you want to, any shout outs that
projects,
you want to do?
yeah, for sure. So be on the lookout for the new stuff coming in September. We got some working titles with it, but definitely making sure that the face card is applying to the beautiful music that we're going to be making. That too is what helps me stay mentally sane. Just making sure that you are pushing it out there, So just be on the lookout for what's coming out September. Y'all can follow me on all social media platforms at Ose Le Pear. That's ALIOSE LEPEAR. It's a mouthful, but it's definitely worth it, to make sure that you get some good food for thought.
All right, man. Appreciate you, man. You have a good one, man.